Hello and welcome. I just tried to do this exact same video, but turns out my audio wasn't working the whole time. So here we are again. This is round 2. Let's give it a go. So thank you so much for being here. Real quick, just wanted to share with you that there is the Lyme Survival Guide, 6 steps for healing Lyme disease that I personally use. I know it's hard. I've been there. I've done that. I personally had Lyme disease. It was a really serious case. I went through a ton of learning and challenges along the way, and I wanted to share with you what I personally did in order to fight back against Lyme. And then I ended up helping over 1,000 other people with Lyme disease so far. My goal is to reach 100,000 people. So do yourself a favor, and if you know anyone else that has Lyme disease as well, feel free to grab your free Lyme Survival Guide. It's in the link in the description below this video. Just look for the link that says free guide, click here, whatever it says, and put your email address in. You'll be on the email list, so you'll receive all my emails, but you'll also get the free Lyme Survival Guide sent directly to your email address. So that's awesome. And then do yourself a favor and get the LymeWars herbs. These are the exact herbs that I use to heal from Lyme disease. Ed said he used these herbs for 2 months and they helped to ease his symptoms. His health is improving. Callum said these herbs literally turned his life around. I personally had my life turn around when I used these exact herbs. Then I decided to package them up, make them available for the world, and make them the highest quality, highest potency, third-party tested by a third-party lab to make sure they're safe and effective and free of heavy metals, free of GMOs, free of all the nonsense. Just give me the stuff that works the first time. I wish this existed when I found out I had Lyme disease, but it did not, and now it exists for you. So go to LymeDiseaseWars.com to check that out. And also there's collagen there as well. Lyme microbes eat collagen, so do your best to restore your collagen levels. Repairing the damage done by these microbes is incredibly important. It's like a car crash. When a car crashes, one car drives away, the other car can't drive away, but there's still damage done to the car, right? There's still damage there. We need to repair that damage. If the car is your body, we need to repair that damage that the Lyme microbes have already done. Even if you killed them and removed them from your body, we want to make sure that the damage is also repaired. So go to LymeDiseaseWars.com if you're interested in checking those things out, or if you want to try the herbs, the collagen, and grab your free ebook. And let's get into today. So quick legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. Anything I say is opinion or entertainment. Please don't take this as medical advice. It is not. It is a YouTube video. I share my own personal experiences, and that is all. Always seek help from a doctor if you're having symptoms or before starting new protocols. So Kathy said, hi, is it true that mosquitoes are now delivering Lyme disease to humans and animals? Thanks. So mosquitoes can carry Borrelia burgdorferi, that's the Lyme microbe. However, the length of time which the microbe can survive is far less inside of a mosquito because of the chemical differences in a mosquito versus a tick versus a human versus a deer, so on and so forth. So the CDC claims that there's no credible evidence that mosquitoes or horseflies can carry Lyme disease, but it is true that the microbe will not survive long in a mosquito. However, it's also true that mosquitoes enjoy more frequent blood meals. So the microbe would not need to survive as long in order to make it to another host. So if a mosquito bites a deer and then bites you 5 minutes later, there's a chance you're going to get Borrelia burgdorferi that way. It is possible. However, it's very difficult to prove. So there's been cases from certain flies and horse flies especially that cause an EM rash. The EM rash is the easiest way to detect Lyme disease. If somebody has an EM rash, they quickly and easily get the diagnosis usually. So if we see something happened, person got EM rash, then you can assume that the thing that happened caused the rash, right? So if someone gets bit by a fly and then shows an EM rash, you can say that that fly likely has Borrelia in it. So that has happened. Borrelia lives within hundreds of thousands of different species. It thrives in today's environment. We're talking about lizards, birds, squirrels, raccoons, mosquitoes, flies, etc. They all carry it. So my opinion on whether or not mosquitoes are carrying Lyme disease is mosquitoes are capable of spreading Lyme disease, but we can't prove that it happens easily or regularly. And this just brought me to a place where I'm thinking, okay, let's say it does come from a mosquito. How does it change things? What does it change? And the truth is, it doesn't change much, because Lyme has more to do with each individual reaction to Lyme disease than it does with preventing it altogether or just finding a cure, so to speak. As a whole, the world could be a healthier place, and that would help in the overall amount of people feeling the effects of Lyme disease. If that doesn't make sense to you, please give me time to explain. See, many people who are diagnosed with ME or CFS are carrying the bacteria associated with Lyme disease. This also is true for fibromyalgia, for Parkinson's disease, for ALS. I could go on and on. As you can see from this, chronic immune dysfunction is at the center of Lyme disease, autoimmune disease, and unexplained symptoms. So whether you have chronic fatigue or Alzheimer's or multiple sclerosis or rheumatoid arthritis, Lyme disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis or ALS, Parkinson's, or fibromyalgia, chronic immune dysfunction is at the center of the symptoms, right? So improving our immune system function can help with your symptoms regardless of where on this you fall. Whether you have chronic fatigue and you don't have Lyme disease, or you have fibromyalgia and you don't have Lyme disease, you still need to improve your immune function. You still need to increase your immune system capacity to heal. And that is really the goal of what I wanted to share with you today. So strengthen yourself to get through Lyme disease or ALS or MS or Parkinson's or all of these terrible, very difficult to deal with illnesses. They're chronic illness. And what needs to happen is, instead of saying, okay, the microbe is causing it, this specific thing is causing it, putting our focus outside of ourselves, focusing on what we can kill, what we can eradicate, what we need to remove from our body. It's better to focus on what we can add. What can we do ourselves? What actions can we take? What can we control for ourselves? We cannot control if a microbe lands on us from a mosquito and goes into our body, right? What we can control is what happens once that happens, which is our immune system reaction to that microbe. And we can strengthen our immune system and get away from immune system dysfunction pretty easily if we just improve our diet, balance our microbiome. I say easily in quotes. It's not actually easy to do these things. It is simple to understand. It is more difficult to actually do, and there's a lot of nuance behind it, especially when you get into each individual story and each individual person. But improving your diet, balancing your microbiome, reducing systemic inflammation, healing your blood barriers, whether that's your gut blood barrier or brain blood barrier, reducing stress, exercising, and taking your herbs, because the herbs actually suppress stealth microbes, they balance the microbiome, and they counter cellular stress factors, right? All of these cellular stress factors that create immune system dysfunction can be reversed or bettered by using an herbal protocol, exactly like this specific protocol designed for this specific person that's dealing with chronic immune dysfunction. So first of all, the red one, the Japanese knotweed, Polygonum cuspidatum, helps to strengthen the blood-brain barrier and the gut-blood barrier, excuse me. But that's one of the amazing things about the red one. But it also helps to protect endothelial cells. Basically protects from the microbes penetrating further into the body, going deeper into the joints, deeper into the brain, deeper into the heart. So it helps to protect all of those major organ systems. It helps to protect your heart and your brain. What could be more beneficial and more important than protecting your heart and your brain as you go through life, as you get older? We must do it. That's why so many people use the red herb even if they don't have Lyme disease, or even if they're a healthy individual, even if they're completely healthy. They want to make sure that their gut-blood barrier and their blood-brain barrier remains strong. They're protecting their cells. They're protecting their blood. They're improving their blood dilation and their blood flow. The red herb, for that reason, is so beneficial for people who have chronic immune dysfunction, but also for healthy people that want to avoid all of these symptoms and avoid all of these problems ever to begin with. The green one is very good for balancing your gut microbiome. It's very good for killing bacteria that's not supposed to be there, but also improving the health of the bacteria that is supposed to be there. It is prebiotic. It feeds the bacteria good quality green materials that we all need in our body. Green leaves, basically. It's also very antibacterial. It kills Lyme microbes. It kills spirochetes. It kills all of the other co-infections that come with Lyme disease. So the green one is extremely powerful for those reasons. Then we have the yellow one, which is Uncaria tomentosa. It's yellow because the flowers themselves on the plant are yellow, but it's a beautiful plant. And basically what it does is it helps to modulate your immune system. So a lot of people have an immune system that overreacts when they have a Lyme infection or a co-infection with Lyme disease. Our immune system's going crazy trying to find these microbes and kill them, but sometimes that overreaction causes systemic inflammation, chronic fatigue, and immune system dysfunction. It goes overboard and creates symptoms rather than, doing its job. And so we need to modulate the immune system. For some people, that means bringing it down a little bit, but also you want to make sure that your immune system is strong enough that it's doing something. So we don't want to completely tamper down your immune system, but we don't want to crank it through the roof either. That's why cat's claw is so important and beneficial for keeping a nice, balanced, healthy immune system function. And that's really the goal of these three herbs. So all these herbs added together is really a machine for helping the body fight back against chronic immune dysfunction, which can in turn help with removing Lyme disease symptoms and all the other symptoms we already discussed. So Pauline has two major questions here. I wanted to make sure I answer these as well. First of all, she has mycoplasma as a co-infection. So she wanted to know if that's harder to cure. And she's probably heard that it's harder to cure because it is the smallest of all bacteria. There is no cell wall. Normally, bacteria is unicellular. It's just one cell and they have a cell wall. This one does not. It's able to shape shift to fit their environment. It is known for antibiotic resistance because it's so small and because it's able to shape shift and kind of match our DNA to kind of go unnoticed in the body and to basically wait for antibiotics to clear the system so that they can go back to doing what they were doing, which is surviving as long as possible and hopefully spreading to a new host. So depending on different species of mycoplasma, it can go after the lungs, joints, muscles, heart, nerves, etc. It's very similar to Lyme disease, but the truth is stealth microbes are stronger together. So if you have a Lyme infection with mycoplasma, that's going to be a stronger infection, meaning they're going to benefit more, they being the microbes, than you, than if it was just mycoplasma by itself, for example. So stealth microbes are stronger together. The more co-infections you have, the harder it is to heal from it, the stronger they are together. But the less co-infections there are, usually the easier it is to heal. However, it's not really going to change the actions you got to take in order to get better from Lyme disease. It's going to be very, very similar knowing that you have mycoplasma as it would be as someone not knowing that they have mycoplasma and just fighting Lyme disease. It's still the same process. It's still improving your immune system function every single day, bit by bit, meal by meal, drink by drink water. I say that because a lot of the problems that people have with their diet actually isn't the food. It ends up becoming the drinks. It turns out, I've been eating so healthy all week. I ate this, and this, and I eat all salads and greens and vegetables. And it's like, okay, but what did you drink? I had, Dunkin' Donuts with, 10 scoops of sugar in it and all types of, you get the point. Sometimes our drinks add up to be more calories than our food, and it's easy to get some things sneaking into our diet that don't need to be there through drinks, especially high fructose corn syrup and sugar and those types of additives that we don't want. And Pauline goes on to ask about gut issues that she's having. She said when she eats a meal, she suddenly gets a headache, brain fog, head cold. She feels unbalanced at times. And to me, it sounds like it could be leaky gut syndrome. I would definitely try to focus on improving that gut-blood barrier using the red herb especially, but also using probiotic foods, probiotic supplements. And my favorite probiotic supplement is a spore-based probiotic. So if you just search for spore-based probiotics, they tend to be much higher quality probiotic supplements. See, the thing with probiotics is if you take the wrong strain of bacteria, it can just increase the amount of negative bacteria in the body. But spore probiotics tend to have a balancing effect where they're getting rid of negative bacteria and also increasing the amount of positive bacteria, so to speak. So that's a huge oversimplification of spore probiotics and the benefits of using probiotics, but hopefully that gives you the picture, gives you a little bit of context, and explains why I like probiotics, spore probiotics the best. But also herbal therapy, again, can help by protecting the gut-blood barrier and balancing the microbiome and making sure that we're fighting back against the mycoplasma, against the against everything, Lyme disease and all the co-infections that you may or may not have. So Pauline's taking 3 capsules of the LymeWars herbs every single day. She's doing a great job. Keep taking the 2 capsules of collagen as well. Great job there. So just keep going down the process and you will start to see changes. And so great work and keep it up. So again, just the main thing I wanted to share in this live is that chronic immune dysfunction is at the center of Lyme disease, autoimmune disease, and all unexplained symptoms. So we must improve the functioning of our entire body, of our entire immune system, in order to start to feel better and take back our body. And I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. All you have to do is follow along. Click the subscribe button below this video if you're new here. Grab your free ebook. Grab your LymeWars herbs if you haven't already, and grab your collagen and get ready, because I'm planning on creating something really, really great for you and for everybody in the Lyme community to show you how to improve your immune system function so you can take back your body and feel like yourself again. We want to reduce all of the cellular stress factors in your life so that your cells can create a healthy environment to thrive within, inside your body. So your body is your kingdom, and you can start to feel like yourself again, or maybe even better than you ever felt before. So hopefully this video helps you out. I'm just getting started with these live videos. I went live 4 times this month. My plan is to continue to go live on Thursdays, every Thursday. Today there's a hurricane coming, so I decided to get it out of the way early today before the storm hits and things get a little crazy where I live here in North Carolina. But I wanted to make sure that I made this live video for you to share and to answer the questions that I received from Pauline and Kathy, and to make sure that everyone has everything they need. Feel free to reach out at help@LymeDiseaseWars.com if you have any other questions, or go to LymeDiseaseWars.com, sign up for one of our programs, sign up for our herbs, and we are here for you. Can't wait to see you in the next video, or maybe I'll see you inside one of our programs. So get to it. Can't wait to see you there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.